Hello and welcome, sports fans, to this live video streaming event from Table Rock Sports Productions in partnership with Rogue Community College and outstanding sponsors who make these presentations possible. Joe Brett is our executive producer. I'm Jim McCoy, and here to give you all the pictures is Khalil Campbell. He's at the camera, and we're coming to you live from Lithian Driveway Field number 10 in Medford, Oregon, and we thank you for joining us. Welcome to the Lithia Superstore pregame show powered by Siskiyou Cellular in Southern Oregon, featuring the Chemeketa Storm from Chemeketa Community College up in the Salem area and the host Ospreys of Rogue Community College. Today's match features a pair of teams seeking their first league win of the 2022 campaign. The Chemeketa Storm are 0-2 after being shut out by Lane last Saturday and taking an L against Portland on Wednesday. The Ospreys, meanwhile, they're seeing their first action in 8 days. They own a pair of draws on the season, their most recent being a scoreless tie on a windy Friday afternoon against Portland up at their place. In our first broadcast of Ospreys soccer, you'll recall, a week ago Wednesday, Rogue played to a 2-all draw against Lane. Typically, both programs are accustomed to being at or near the top. So far this season, Lane and Southwest Oregon sit atop the table with 6 points each, and Portland and RCC, they're not far behind. There's still a lot of soccer to play, and South Region teams will square off 3 times apiece this season, with Clark now playing up in the Northern Division, so there'll be still plenty that can happen. Each game presents new challenges and new opportunities of their own. With a win today, Rogue can effectively climb into third place and vault past Portland, who has a loss on their record. The question is, can the Ospreys get some finishes, and can the defense cinch it up on the set pieces? As for Chemeketa, can they put some shots in the back of the net while also trying to keep what is a potentially lethal Osprey attack in check? Saying it is one thing, and doing it is quite another, but they're going to get it settled right here this afternoon. We're 7 minutes away from match time. The Rogue Ospreys in their white uniforms and the Storm in their road green kits today. So looking forward to this, and it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're glad that we can bring that to you along the way. We know there's a lot of you folks probably up in the Salem area, or you have players on the team from points elsewhere that you're not able to be here in Medford on this beautiful fall Saturday morning, and we're glad that we can be here to bring you that action, and we look forward to getting our first look at Chemeketa on the season. What we'll do right now is we'll pause for messages, and when we return, we'll get you ready for the match between the Ospreys and the Storm. That's coming right up here on TableRockSports.net.
New phone?
Yeah, with US Cellular, I got to pick any phone that I wanted for free. And I was already a customer.
Any brand? With any size?
I got exactly what I wanted. It was great to have so many different options.
New and current customers can get any phone from any brand free, only at US Cellular.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
You do when you get into a car accident and want to know your rights? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
So what do you do when you get injured on the job and need to know your rights with workers' compensation? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
Lithia and Driveway Fields, the Ospreys, and the Storm getting ready to do business. Now, I wasn't able to get the lineup in enough time to display it graphically, but here is the starting lineup for the Chemeketa Storm. Defender wearing number 4 is Dylan Tawanda Rice. He'll be joined in the lineup by forward wearing number 11, Mauricio Nieves Bernal. Number 12 is defender Edgar Salazar. Number 13 is defender Alex Ferrens. Number 15, defender Andres Romero. Number 16 is midfielder Abraham Giovanni Alvarez Castro. Number 18 is Diodone Kilongo. Midfielder wearing 19 is Yahir Bernal. Midfielders, number 21, Caden Davis. And number 23 is Buba Jallo. We don't have a heads up yet on who the goalkeeper will be. You can see the both teams kind of doing that international walkout. So you have the Storm in green, the Ospreys in white. And now we'll give you the starting lineup for the Rogue Ospreys. Pull that up here real quick. Meanwhile, you get a good look at both squads as they get to take the field. Okay, and here's that Rogue Osprey lineup for you. At goalkeeper will be number 31, Gio Rodriguez. He'll be helped out in the back line by number 2, Dane Kubo. Number 5 is Albert Barrias. Number 15 is Reese Fletcher. And number 4 is Francisco Chino Barbosa. And number 3 in the midfield is Brandon Mendez. He'll be joined by center mid Victor Martinez. And next to him will be number 14, Isaac Herrera. Up front, it'll be number 17, Randy Rodriguez. Number 10 is Bryce McCole. And midfielder number 12 is Zach Olson. The Ospreys coached by Greg Millick in his 8th year with the program. We're ready to go here. Glad to be here. This is going to be a lot of fun today. We're looking forward to this. And unofficially, we'll try to run a clock for you once we get it going, and the whistle sounds. It's all pretty much downhill from there. Pull up that John L. Scott scoreboard for you. You see Herrera for the Ospreys at midfield. His opposite there is Mauricio Bernal. Last minute check of everything. You see Coach Millick talking with one of the officials for today's game. The officials wearing the yellow jerseys. You can see the head ref looking at his watch. And away we go. Upfield they go, looking for Herrera. Herrera's going to get a look at the net, and he buries it. Right off of the get-go, opening goal of the ball game for the Ospreys. Isaac Herrera, at least in the games that count this year, his first goal of the season. See if we can show you the replay there. You see Herrera, and that just goes right in. True to the money. The Ospreys off the schneid. They've had their ups and downs. You'll recall last week against Portland, they were completely scoreless. But now, the Storm trying to level. Rogue takes control. Kubo. Back it goes to Barbosa. Cross field to Reese Fletcher. Dyed his hair blonde. He's kind of got that Slim Shady look going. Soccer players, being the parent of one, I can tell you, they take their hair seriously. Want to stand out on the field. Victor Martinez tried to run in on it, and that will go back to the Storm goalkeeper. Number 33 is David Villegas. Delivers it, and there at the left back position is Andres Romero. Little contest for the ball. Barrios trying to make a play there for Rogue. It's tipped around. Fletcher gets a foot on it. Up the field it goes to Herrera. Now to Rodriguez. Rodriguez, the Phoenix product, tries to get control of it. Ball's just didn't get all the way over the touchline, so it's still in play. Fletcher there. Freshman out of California. Works it, and there's a nice mix of local guys and players from other places, and I see kind of the same situation for the Storm. You got some guys from the northern part of the state, but there's a mixture in there from guys from points elsewhere, speaking well to their recruiting efforts. Stepping in on that is Andres Romero. Upfield it goes. Martinez runs in front of it. They say he's onside. McCole has it. McCole tries to shoot there. Good defense, though. And a good stop by the goalkeeper. Villegas smothers it. And he'll work it over to the right side. Long send upfield. Getting past the defender Fletcher is Bouba Jalot. But there's Barrios. Upfield he goes. He's looking long. And that'll roll, if you're a Storm fan, harmlessly back into the defensive third for Chemeketa. So just into the 4th minute of the match, the Ospreys take the advantage. Kubo trying to feed McCole. McCole, they managed to keep it inbounds. Nice hustle there by Kubo. And it is tapped out of bounds by Romero. Be an Osprey throw. Just to our right. McCole gets a head on it. Back to Kubo. Kubo, a little cross. He's looking for Rodriguez. Randy, that deflects off his forehead. Out of bounds it'll go. It'll be a goal kick for Chemeketa. Villegas upfield. Rodriguez there to meet it for the Ospreys. And I have to remember that we've got a Randy Rodriguez over there at forward, and then we have Gio Rodriguez as our netminder today, wearing the pink. Barbosa gets a foot on it. Switch fields. Victor Martinez, a little foot race to the ball. Winning it is Barbosa. Fletcher crosses it. Herrera's there. He was the one that put the Ospreys on the board. I'll have to take a look. I'm not sure whether that was his first goal of the season or maybe that might have been his second. Leader in goals scored for the Ospreys is Martinez. Kubo, good footwork there. Touch just a little bit heavy. Rodriguez trying to run up on it. But Villegas, who's a little bit off his line there, coming up, and he'll feed it far side to the right back. And that'll go out of bounds. It'll be Osprey throw. Rogue throw, Martinez. Now crossfield it goes from Mendez to Kubo. Kubo, a Hawaii product that is a part of the Osprey program. He was one of 4 Hawaiians on the roster last year. Now Joel Sarad, who scored 20 goals for the Ospreys, is now at Cal State Dominguez Hills. Olsen tries to run in on it, but winning it is Caden Davis for Chemeketa. Still opening moments of the match, but that is not a mistake. The Ospreys jumped right on it right in the first minute of the game. Isaac Herrera scoring on a shot that he got on the inside of the far post. Osprey throw from over across from us. They'll try to throw it into the middle. Good looking throw there. McCole is up on it. He'll try to cross it. They're getting a look at it as Martinez. Shot wide of its mark. And it will be Storm ball on a goal kick. Over to the near side. Slipping McCole is Edgar Salazar. Out of bounds it goes. Kubo, who's on that far right side, will take care of the throw. Mendez being met by a Storm defender. Zach Olson trying to kick it upfield. Running in on it is Randy Rodriguez. And there's a lot of speed on this Osprey roster. Rodriguez and Martinez in particular. Olson, sophomore for Rogue. Product of Grant's Pass. Second-year man playing one of those mid spots. They'll switch fields. Looking over for Dylan Tawanda Rice. Fletcher there, taken back by the Storm. Storm trying to make something happen here. Playing back here in the Ospreys defensive third. Fletcher will let that one roll out, and it'll be an Osprey goal kick. Booming kick out to midfield. Martinez trying to make a play on it. There's McCole. McCole, open net there. Flies over the crossbar, and out it goes. Storm will get a goal kick out of this. At game time, 62 degrees. We feel the sun kind of peeking out from behind the cloud, beginning to warm things up. But the heat, not the factor that it was about a week ago. On the attack is Chemeketa. They'll feed it over on the wing for Salazar. Defensively, Kubo back there. And it is headed away by Barbosa. McColl looking center. And now a little foot race between Barrios. And also back there is Kalongo. A lot of vertical play here early in the match. McColl taps it over. Good footwork. He falls to the pitch. Be a foul called against the Storm. Free kick, taking care of the honors, will be number 8, Victor Martinez. And he's got range. He'll face the 3-man wall. Martinez waiting for everything to get set. And the whistle blows. Here goes Martinez. His shot just a little high. It hit the football crossbar, and away it goes. We're about 13 minutes into the match. Thanks to Isaac Herrera. The Ospreys with the early 1-0 lead. For Rogue, this is their 3rd league match of the season. Pair of draws coming into the game. 2-2 against Lane here about 10 days ago. And then a scoreless draw against Portland on a windy day that just really played havoc. Now a first corner kick of the game for the Storm. Osprey setting up defensively. Here we go. Ospreys deflect it. Head it out. I believe that was Mendez back there. Ball tapped around. Gio Rodriguez runs it down. Feed out to Barbosa. Up the sideline. There's Kubo. Shakes the Chemeketa defender. Interior, it goes to Isaac Herrera. Switches it over for Mendez. With a man on, he'll feed it back to Fletcher. Back there defensively is Yahir Bernal. Hermosa. Herrera. Will race to the ball with Castro. Now quickly upfield it goes. Broken up by Chemeketa. Herrera spins his way through traffic. There's Olsen. McColl. And it is taken away by the Storm. A little push and shove there. Play on, says the official. Gio serves upfield, up the left side. There's Herrera. picked up by Ferens. Attack toward the net. McCole there with the left foot. Deflected by the Storm. Edgar Salazar back there. And we've got a corner kick for the Ospreys. Looks like Mendez is going to take care of that. Mendez. Lefty touch. You can tell McCole trying to get a swinging kick there. Can't convert. Ospreys get it back. Mendez wearing number 3 out of Tigard, Oregon. Running the ball, Olsen there. Gets ahead of Bernal, Mauricio Bernal, wearing number 11. Big boot upfield. Rodriguez trying to run in on it. He settles it. Looking middle, fires a shot. Inside the near post it goes. But there is Villegas for the Storm. Breaking it up there, Barrios. Barrios spending a little bit of time at SOU, playing here for Greg Milliken Company. Try to work the center of the field. Barbosa there to break it up. Fletcher with the touch back to the keeper. They'll switch fields. And you can see those triangles there. Barbosa with options to either Olsen or Kubo. Deflecting it away, kicking it out of bounds, Edgar Salazar. Kubo looking for McCole. Martinez. Now to Rodriguez. Randy with it. Centers it. Martinez tries to run in on it. And he can't quite get there in time. Touch just a little bit heavy and away it goes. But no sooner than we say that, Ospreys get it back. Knocking on the door, looking maybe to try to get a little bit of separation here from Chemeketa early in the match. Now to Martinez. Martinez, the left footer. It is deflected. Good move there. Quick athletic reaction by Villegas. McCole has it. Player goes to the turf. Play on, says the official. Down is Caden Davis. Buba Jolo on the attack. Call against the Ospreys. Can't say that I saw much there, but sometimes things that get said end up being an issue. Little conversation there. I want to say that's Mendez over there. See some gentlemen over there on the Osprey bench getting ready to warm up and be ready to come in the game just a little bit later. This is going to be a free kick. Taking the touch is Abraham Castro. Rice wearing number 4. Ospreys try to switch fields, but breaking it up is Bernal. Quickly upfield they go. They'll feed it into the middle, and there is Yahir Bernal. So we have Yahir Bernal wearing 19. And then we have Mauricio Bernal wearing 11. So for you Storm fans, we'll work to make sure that we keep that straight during the course of the ball game. 21st minute of the match. And looks like maybe a shin guard or a little equipment change. Storm over in the far corner. Goes out, it'll be Osprey ball. Rogue throw. Upfield it goes. Good control there. Randy Rodriguez can't quite control it. If I'm not mistaken, I think that's number 20 in the ball game. If that's the case, that's Neil Gerard for Chemeketa. Barbosa with it now. Kicks it back to his keeper. Gio up the field he goes. Barbosa. Kubo. Now Mendez going to tap it back. Works at center. Now Olsen gets it over on the left side, right there by the hash mark. Fletcher delivers it long. Barrias can't quite get there. Good idea, just couldn't get it to go. Looks like we'll have Ferens getting ready to throw it in. So a little bit of excitement with the early goal by the Ospreys early in the match. Kind of settled into it for now. Storm on the attack, trying to run up on the ball is Jonathan Kalunga, who's in the ball game. He's up against Barbosa. Little foot race. And a foul called against the Ospreys, much to the chagrin of a Rogue fan. And it looks like that's going to set up a penalty kick opportunity. So it's going to be mano-a-mano opportunity here. Jonathan Kalinga versus Gio Rodriguez. Opportunity to level the match. 24th minute of the first half. Kalunga against Rodriguez. Kicks it, and the game's level. So now it's a 1-1 ball game. Okay, didn't mean to show you that replay from earlier, so we'll get out of that. And now it's a 1-1 match, back to live action. Still working on getting the hang of that replay thing. Herrera works at center. So now a little spring in the step of the Storm. Barrias there to meet Ferens. Down in the corner, Fletcher has it now for the Ospreys. Tries to work out of that tight space. Out of bounds it goes. And it'll be an Osprey goal kick. Gio Rodriguez. Over there on the other end of it is Randy Rodriguez. Out of bounds. Looks like we might have Cody Brinkerhoff coming in momentarily for the Ospreys. Substitution in the match. Olsen coming out. Cody Brinkerhoff, wearing number 6, comes in. Bryce McCole comes out of the match. And wearing number 23 for the Ospreys. Make sure we get the name there. Gabe Dyer out of Rex Putnam High School in the Portland area. Marias fighting down on the corner. Defensively, Ospreys trying to work out of harm's way. Gio Rodriguez sends it way upfield. Foot race to the ball. Rice is back there along with Martinez. Villegas is ready to clear. Now running in on it is Dyer. Brinkerhoff. Brinkerhoff, though, right to the Storm. There's Rodriguez. Comes up off his line and meets the ball. So I'll settle a little bit. There's Dyer with it. He gets a touch, taps it back for Kubo. There's Rodriguez. Now Dyer tries to feed Rodriguez, and it is cleared away. Good play defensively by the Storm. Fletcher fighting for the ball. Cross over for Dyer. He'll tap it back. Kubo lays into it. A little long, and out of bounds it goes. Goal kick, and you're going to hear calls for energy for the 11 that are on the pitch from the Osprey bench. There with the Storm throw, Edgar Salazar. Castro now making a move with it, trying to work it upfield. Yahir Bernal. Back it goes for Caden Davis. Ball's deep, and there's they got to call that. I don't think there's any real harm meant by that, but nonetheless, that is a play you can't allow. And Rodriguez, who ended up having to come out of the match early against Lane, is on the turf. The good news for the Ospreys is they've got some depth there. Looks like the trainer will be coming out, and so what we'll do momentarily is we will take a quick timeout. It's a tie ball game, 1-1. We'll be back with more college soccer action here on TableRockSports.net.
see it on national TV all the time. They tell us that funerals can average between $7,000 and $10,000. At Conger Morris, a full-service funeral, including a wooden casket, is only $4,900. We can keep our prices lower because we're local. In fact, we're the only locally owned, family-run, full-service funeral and cremation provider in the Valley. Call us today to schedule an appointment for personalized assistance with our caring staff. Conger Morris will always be there.
So Rogue keeper Gio Rodriguez gets a hand from the crowd as he gets to our feet. We want to thank our sponsors for powering our live college athletic streams, including our title sponsor, Lithia Superstore, Jeep Dodge Chrysler. Visit lithiasuperstore.com to find your next ride. Also, thank you to our presenting sponsor, Siskiyou Cellular of Southern Oregon, with 7 locations to serve you. Result of the play. See no cards issue. However, a foul. No question about that. But Rodriguez back to action. Feeds it in the middle of the field. Dyer trying to run up on it. But it is tapped back to the Storm's Edgar Salazar. Upfield, Fletcher trying to make a tackle there. And they're trying to work it away and clear it is Barrios. Randy Rodriguez over there. It'll be Storm throw. Little battle for the ball, cleared away by Kubo. There to meet it in midfield is Abraham Castro. Fletcher in there now to Herrera. Deflected out of bounds. There for the Storm is number 21, Caden Davis. Back to the keeper, Gio Rodriguez. Fletcher upfield for Randy Rodriguez. On the attack, Barrios slips the defender. Upfield it goes for Dyer. Dyer going to try to run it down on the corner, but can't get there before it goes over the line. Goal kick for the Storm. Try to get something back on the attack. No numbers back there, however. Fletcher will take the cross from the goalkeeper Rodriguez. Upfield it goes. Herrera. Nice little touch pass there for Randy Rodriguez, but it is broken up by Rice. Rice feeds it up the line. Looked like a momentary advantage for the Storm. But so far in this game, 1-1 draw. Early goal by the Ospreys, then leveled up on a Storm penalty kick. Kubo met by Kalunga. They'll switch field now. There goes Fletcher. Now to Randy Rodriguez. Feeds it back. Now trying to run up on the ball. And those passes are just a little bit wee tad long. If they could just maybe dial back just a shred of that power. might be helpful for the Ospreys in terms of maybe getting something out of that. Osprey substitution getting ready to come in the ball game. Over there is sophomore number 7, Johnny McCoy, getting ready to check back in. Or checking in for the first time, I should say. Fletcher. Mendez switches it right for Kubo. Kubo has a man. There's Herrera. Herrera fighting against 2 Storm defenders. So Storm helping them out with themselves out with their defensive effort thus far in the ball game. Well, in the games I've seen, the Ospreys haven't had a ton of possession in this game. They've done a nice job of possessing the ball and controlling possession. They're looking upfield. Rodriguez in there between a pair of defenders. Herrera. Rodriguez being contested there. Caden Davis. Ball kicked out of bounds by a Storm defender. McCoy getting ready to check into the ball game. Right now, a corner kick. I believe they're second out of that corner. Earlier in the game, we saw Mendez kick it. Ospreys crash the middle. It goes extreme right. Dyer in a foot race against Rice. Rice motoring upfield. Great speed there, but his pass attempt is cleared away by Kubo. That'll bounce upfield, and there to win it for the Storm is Salazar. Back toward the net. They'll go ahead and switch it right. Marias. And a little foot race going on there. Nice work defensively by Albert Marias. But he touched it out of bounds. Osprey substitution. Randy Rodriguez is going to come in. Number 7, Johnny McCoy out of Cascade Christian High School in Medford into the ball game. So he'll go ahead and take that left wing spot. Upfield it goes. With it now is Brinkerhoff. Right it goes for Kubo. Now to Dyer. Kubo to the middle. Brinkerhoff switches it left. Now Fletcher thinking about a long send to McCoy, but instead works it middle for Martinez. He'll dish off quickly, a little one touch there. Tries to work it middle. They're breaking it up. For Chemeketa is Daniel Gerard. McCoy with it. Over there fighting Davis for the ball. Won by, momentarily at least, by the Storm. Brinkerhoff going to work it back. Fletcher. Now upfield is kind of between a pair of Ospreys. Up the middle of the field. Kalunga. Now they work it right side. Looking over there for Salazar. In the corner it goes there. Ospreys with the defensive numbers. Gio, and the good news for him is after going down a little bit earlier in a collision, he looks like he's no worse for wear. About 5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Match level at 1 apiece. Up the field it goes to Dyer. Feeds it back. Upfield they're looking for Kubo. Kubo going to try to run up on it. And he can't control it as it goes out of bounds. Substitution into the match for the Ospreys. Mendez will come out. Into the lineup for the Ospreys, number 28. Get a name on that for you momentarily. Fight over in the corner. Goes out of bounds. And it looks like we got a corner kick for the Storm. Jose Salazar out of Mount Angel, freshman, 5'8". He's the one wearing 28 for the Ospreys. Storm corner kick, and sometimes these set pieces have given the Ospreys trouble. Ball bounces around, and it comes out. There to take it is Caden Davis. He'll try to work it down on the corner. Kubo and Mauricio Bernal for the Storm. Little foot race there. Three minutes left plus stoppage. Don't anticipate there'll be a whole lot. For Herrera now. Herrera trying to make a move there, but has it taken away. Upfield it goes. Long kick. Martinez going to try to run up on it, but there to take it is Villegas for the Chemeketa Storm. Ball there in the Ospreys' offensive third, but dodge it there, and Brinkerhoff will kick it back. And Kubo looking for Dyer. Broken it up by the Storm. Kalunga. Ball deflected by a Osprey defender. Now Gio Rodriguez with the clear. Davis there for the Storm. He'll dish off for Mauricio Bernal. Now on the near side wing, that's Salazar. Back to Bernal. Davis. Switch fields. Barrios there. He'll feed it for McCoy. McCoy tried to get a kickoff, but it is immediately deflected. And we have horns going crazy in the parking lot. Kubo there. Salazar fights to win it. Bernal looking for a call that he doesn't get. Brinkerhoff quickly up the field it goes, trying to run up on it is Dyer. Martinez deflects it, looking upfield. He blasts the shot from about 25 yards out, and it goes out of bounds. You can see here, about 30 seconds in stoppage. Storm on the attack. Looking to center it. Broken up by the Ospreys. Kubo over there. Trying to work at center. Dyer Man coming, feeds for Herrera. Herrera runs into traffic, but there to collect it is Dyer. Sends it back to Barbosa. Fletcher. Up for McCoy. McCoy dishes inside for Herrera. Ball's kicked around. McCoy tries to run up on it. Foul will be called on number 7 for the Ospreys. Fan letting the officials hear about that, feeling like maybe those should be called both ways. They'll work it over on the right wing. Barrios back there defensively for the Ospreys. They're trying to break it up as Herrera. Salazar. And there is Victor Martinez. Martinez. He's got numbers now. Herrera. Herrera to Martinez. Deflected by a Storm defender. Now into stoppage time. Dyer trying to slow the progress of Salazar. Back it goes to Bernal. Cross field. Little battle there as Barrios tries to stay in it. Ball loose in the net. Little danger there right in front of the Osprey net, but they managed to dodge a little danger there as it's cleared away. Storm will control it. They'll feed it back middle of the field for Castro. McCoy trying to work on getting ahead on that, and he gets a foot on the ball to Herrera. Herrera. And it looks like we've got a whistle. Looked like a foul called here against the Ospreys. Into stoppage time. And it's halftime. So the Rogue Ospreys get on the board first, but a penalty kick by the Chemeketa Community College Storm knots up the game. So looking at your John L. Scott RCC halftime scoreboard, it's 1-1. We'll take a timeout and then we'll be back with our halftime report following these messages on TableRockSports.net.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Come enjoy the patio weather and a brand new menu at Tap Rock Northwest Grill, where friends and family gather and memories are made. Come visit us today or visit our website.
What is a getaway? Is it leaving the familiar behind? Or discovering a place that feeds your hunger? Where passion sings, food is a culture, and every performance demands an encore. So let the journey be your destination. Then feast your eyes and nourish your soul in Southern Oregon. Your reservation starts when you travel Medford.
It's Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford. We're stocked up on a great selection of new vehicles from Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and of course Ram trucks. Choose from our great selection of new Jeep Gladiator 4x4s or test drive a new 22 Ram 1500 Crew Cab 4x4. And remember, we've added the convenience of test drives from your home and an online process to purchase and deliver your new vehicle. During Jeep Adventure Days, you'll save big on every new vehicle in stock only at the Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford Superstore.
Game day or a family get-together. Sherm's has the quality products and prices that will make you cheer. Sherm's Thunderbird Market, Medford's original discount grocery store.
We love our sports here.
It's our responsibility to keep them great. And we need you to know your role.
You can be a player.
You can be a coach. You can be a spectator.
Or an official.
But you only get to be one.
Know your role.
Parents, release your kid to the game.
It's my experience.
Don't yell at the refs. They have a hard job.
Know your role.
Players, respect your opponents.
Love to play, win or lose.
Know your role.
So what do you do when you get injured in a motorcycle accident and you need legal help? Easy. Just go to letusfightforyou.com. That's it. Letusfightforyou.com, helping Oregonians get justice for over 40 years.
That's going all right. Oh, nice view. Sure. Let's go ahead and we're here just in time. Perfect. I'll catch my breath. All right. All right, welcome back to our halftime report. Jim McCoy along with Khalil Campbell bringing you action today as the Rogue Community College Ospreys take on the Chemeketa Community College Storm. Game that started out early with Isaac Herrera getting the Ospreys on the board, but then the Storm getting it back on a penalty kick. Great sponsors keep the games coming for you, including Conger Morris Funeral Directors, with a full range of planning and hometown heartfelt help through a difficult process, and by Travel Medford and Sport Ground, where the West Coast comes to play. I'm joined now by Rogue Community College Athletic Director Darren Van Leen, and an exciting match today and a good battle between these two teams.
Yeah, quite a good battle. Good matchup from the first half there. Great to see the opening score in the first minute. Got the juices flowing. Actually, I think that might be our first goal in the first half of this season, so it was a real good start. Had a lot of opportunities on goal, but just haven't been able to finish yet. And the one opportunity that Chemeketa got, the PK, they finished. So it's kind of the story of the first half. We'll see their tendency to score in the second half. We'll see if that comes back again today.
Well, if you're a Ospreys fan, that would be excellent to see. And like you say, obviously it's nice to see them after the scoreless draw last week against Portland. But one of the things I thought today that was encouraging for that I thought that Rogue did a nice job of getting some possession on the ball here in the first half, and maybe helping try to set up some opportunities for them.
Yeah, great possession. They really seem to be holding it on their half of the field most of the time. Midfielders doing what they're supposed to be doing, stopping the runs. Clearly in control from where I sit. Just need to get those finishes in to get a few more on the board.
And it's always good, encouraging to see. There have been a couple of set pieces in the ball game, and they have taken care of that situation, I think, for the most part today.
Yeah, set pieces. Yeah, as we have seen earlier, was a problem for us. They started cleaning it up, and they've defended the ones that have happened today really well. We've had a few close opportunities on our side for the set piece, but great to see that defense on the set piece has improved week after week, game after game. So it's really not as big of an issue as it was in week 1.
Absolutely. Well, in just about 5 minutes here, the volleyball team will be in action this afternoon, and they've had an excellent week and also seen some nice recognition for some of those Osprey players that have played into the fact that you got a team that's right now in league play 2-0.
Yeah, that is fantastic. One of the things we had with our volleyball program was we stacked the deck against them in the preseason. So the iron sharpens iron philosophy. They only went 2-9 to start the preseason, but they came out in region play with 2 strong victories and put themselves into a tie for first place. And that was what we were hoping would work for them. Young team, a lot of freshmen, a lot of talent, but just trying to learn the speed and the pace of the college game. And so they're at a weekend tournament in Columbia Basin, and we'll see if that iron continues to sharpen.
So it looks like, they got Whatcom first, and then they'll have Centralia coming up a little bit later, and then a match tomorrow against Columbia Basin. Yeah,
we're starting off against Whatcom. It's our 3rd time against them this season. Both times we've just narrowly lost, so we'll see if we can maybe get over that hump today. Get some confidence against Centralia, and then take on the tournament host and see how we do. And then we'll get, depending on how we finish, we get a 4th game that afternoon on Sunday too. So should be good and get back. School starts on Monday, and first home game is next Friday for the Osprey volleyball team. It's been 2 months of road trips, so we're ready to get home and have some fans.
Well, it's interesting when I look at some of the leadership on that volleyball team and some of the standout play that we've seen. And we've talked about how we have a nice mix of local people, but also people from other places recognizing opportunities to play here. And 2 of them have kind of shared the spotlight here in the last week or so. We have Crater product Kylie Anderson, who's stepped into that setter role and done a fantastic job. And then with their defensive play from Hawaii, one of those freshmen, Jordan McCutcheon.
Yeah, Jordan came from the island of Molokai, one of the smallest islands out there, 7,000 people, and she was kind of one of those diamonds in hiding. Just came in here and has got an opportunity to shine, and back-to-back weeks of Player of the Week in the region, this time for the conference this week. Kylie, like you said, local product, was a reserve libero last year, got the starting position this year, and has just really shined. And I'm going to throw another name out there from Crater, Tessa Frage, who hasn't won any of those awards yet, but has been averaging 20 kills a game for.
Hearing just, out there is a good spirit of togetherness on the team, in spite of the fact you've got players from here and then from all over the place that are a part of that.
Yeah, we've learned over the years that one of the things that makes teams successful is that feeling of family, that feeling of closeness, the togetherness, the support from your brothers on the team here, and that can make the difference in these types of games right here, the close ones where you need to come together and find a way to win. So it's a big thing that we do. Our Hawaiian players, they bring in the concept of the ohana, the chosen family that you choose, and so that's a big thing that we do, and this team has really lived up to that. 33 strong this year, so excited. It's still the beginning, early in the season, so lots of fun games to come.
Well, that's one of the things I'm saying, and I think it reminds us is, you have a tighter cycle at the junior college level, and just thinking about how historically these 2 teams that we see here today are kind of used to being at or toward the top. Last year, Southwest had its struggles, but look how they're doing right now. And then Lane Community College seemed like they've always been kind of a middle pack team, but they're right there at the top. But still, everything close enough that there's still a lot of soccer left to be played, and a lot to be settled here. And of course, obviously for the Ospreys, it would be important to get that win to go with those draws to maybe make a little leapfrog in the standings.
Yeah, 3 points at home today would be great, but you hit it. The South historically, the champion changes from year to year, and there's not a lot of consistency, right? But the last couple of years, 2 years ago, we were on top. Chemeketa was in second. Last year, Chemeketa on top. We were in second. Historically, these have been some of the closest, toughest battles in our 8 years here. So we came in feeling confident, but not ultimately surprised that it's a tougher battle than we imagined. This team always manages to find good talent, and they know how to play. So it gives us a good test and to prove ourselves.
Well, it's been fun to shine a spotlight through these video streams to let everybody know about it. Looking forward to that first broadcast of a volleyball match coming up here on Friday night against Chemeketa.
Yeah, should be great. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, a great time. And before I let you go, anything else you have to share that maybe I may not be aware of? I know we're getting right into classes this week.
Yeah, classes are starting, so it's time to put that student work into there, and we got to see the work in the classroom develop, translate from the field to the classroom, and these next 6 weeks we have all 75% of our home games on tap. You guys will be here for all of them, so if you're out there and you want to come down, everything we do is free. We would love the local support. We want to get people out here and shining lights on our Ospreys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Darren Van Leen. Now, if people want to get in touch, maybe we've got a high schooler that's like, maybe I ought to give these guys a little bit longer look. Best way to get in touch with you?
Two best ways. Phone call, 541-956-7144, or shoot me an email, first name D and then last name Vanlen, VANLEHN at roguecc.edu.
Darren Van Leen, the athletic director here at Rogue Community College. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Jim. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll take a quick break, and then we'll get ready for the start of the second half. The Ospreys and the Storm knotted up at 1. We got the second half coming up on the other side of this break.
New phone?
Yeah. With US Cellular, I got to pick any phone that I wanted for free. And I was already a customer.
Any brand? With any size?
Mm-hmm. I got exactly what I wanted. It was great to have so many different options.
New and current customers can get any phone from any brand free, only at US Cellular.
New and current customers get any phone free at Siskiyou Cellular, the Rogue Valley's exclusive authorized agent for US Cellular. Visit souscellular.com for details.
Bill's Glass covers the full spectrum of your glass needs and dreams. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home. Bill's year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home and auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 50 years. Locally owned, family run, Bill's Glass in Ashland, Medford, and Grants Pass.
Our halftime report brought to you in part by the Medford Parks and Recreation Department. They invite you to discover all the great classes, field trips, activities, and sports leagues for the fall activities coming up. Visit playmedford.com to find something for everyone in the family. We'll go ahead and clear that break board away. Get ready for the start of the second half. Get zeros on that clock. Okay, we'll get that cleared away. There's our scoreboard, your John L. Scott RCC scoreboard. Second half underway. Ospreys level in the match. Herrera scoring for Rogue early. First moment of the match. And then about midway through the first half, Kalunga on a penalty kick. There was a foul in front of the Ospreys net, or near the front, and that got called. Fletcher tapping it away. Coming in on it is Brinkerhoff, now to Barrias. Switch it away from the traffic. And there's Jose Salazar. Seeing some action today for the Ospreys. Brinkerhoff there to offer the defensive challenge. Over in the corner it goes. Running it down is Diodone Kalongo. Kalongo over the line it goes. They say it was last touched by the Ospreys. A corner kick. And doing the honors for the Storm is Kalongo, who is into the ball game, playing the forward position, wearing number 18. Brinkerhoff there to get a head on it. Ball bounces to the turf. Rodriguez there for the clear. Upfield it goes. Dye gets a touch on it, feeds it to Brinkerhoff. Brinkerhoff, he has Martinez downfield, but that is broken up by Rice as it goes out of bounds. So Rice throwing a body at it. It'll be Osprey throw. Try to feed it inside. Dive with the header. Brinkerhoff going to try to run it down. Good footwork there. They try to work it center for Dye, but deflecting it away and kicking it over the street and down. Looks like that one's headed for Bear Creek. And it'll go out. Great to be here. Jim McCoy here along with Khalil Campbell, bringing you the action. Feed inside. Running it down is Johnny McCoy. McCoy with a shot. And that almost went. Left footer with some power behind it. Ospreys knocking on the door here in the second half. Little battle for the ball. Barrios. And there's Kalongo for the Storm. Down for a moment, gathers himself. Free kick on the foul. Brinkerhoff gets a head on it. Now to Martinez. Martinez, long shot. Wide right. And away it goes. So the Ospreys, at least on their shots, flexing a little bit of muscle here. Trying to give the Storm a little something to think about. Getting ready to kick it away is David Villegas. Way upfield it goes. Barbosa there. Salazar, Dye. Center of the ball. Ospreys trying to get back defensively. Good footwork there by the Storm to try to keep that opportunity alive, but there is Gio Rodriguez to clear it away. He'll boot it upfield. There to get in front of it is Edgar Salazar. Now Dye's there. Dye in the traffic. Kind of a one-on-two situation there. Couldn't break free. Slip a defender. And a shot wide. That was dangerous. I think sometimes as Osprey players on those tackle attempts, it's like trying to dive for a line drive in baseball where if you end up missing it, trying to get back to your feet and recover can be a challenge to do. Brinkerhoff gets ahead on it. McCoy ahead to Martinez. Fletcher is there, ball in the air. Martinez running in on it. He'll gather it, looking for McCoy. He's going to try to run it down in the corner. Can't quite get there in time. So they're on the near side touch line. Osprey's there. Salazar dishes off for Reese Fletcher. Fletcher with a man coming. Works it back. That's going to take Rodriguez way off of his line. Barrios looking for Brinkerhoff. Brinkerhoff can't quite get there in time. Match knotted up at ones. As overall we're into the 52nd minute of the match. Villegas. Die there to meet it for the Ospreys. Now Fletcher there. Foot race to the ball, but Barbosa there. Now Fletcher going to try to clear it. And it looks like we got an offside. We haven't had a heck of a lot of those today. But the result of that, Osprey goal kick. Boots along, almost kind of a pop fly action there. Die there, also Salazar for the Ospreys. Now they're going to work it upfield, trying to run down on it. You have Brinkerhoff over there in the middle, wearing number 6. McCoy, number 7. Ball goes out of bounds. That will be a corner kick for Rogue Community College. Looks like we'll have Mendez over there on the corner. Left footer, so this will be a good attempt on his side, beat of his power side. Good kick, deflected away, running down on it, collecting it as Barrios. Now the ball kicked over on the right wing, ball kicked way up high. And Mendez gets to try another one. Get it into traffic. Die there! And he connects. Now that is where I am so tempted. I've gets many warnings not to do so. I was break into a goal, but I won't. But Gabe Dyer, 6'2" freshman, so he's put some height on there, and he puts the Rogues up 2-1. Gabe Dyer, the Rex Putnam product from the Portland area. First goal of the season for him, and he puts his team up top as both these teams here in pursuit of their first league win of the season. The Storm with a pair of losses early. The Ospreys with a pair of draws. Brinkerhoff trying to fight for the ball there with Bernal. Now there's Martinez with it. There, good tackle by Gerard. Barrios trying to fight for the ball. It stays in bounds. Showing off his wheels is Kalongo, who came in at the intermission. Salazar. Now it's back over as the Storm tries to switch it. A little bit of a scary moment there, but Gio Rodriguez, he's got it in hand. He'll roll it up to Mendez. Mendez, the midfielder, another one of those Northern Oregon guys that are on this roster. Not sure what the intent was on that one, but whatever it is, Storm get the ball. Taking care of the throw is Alex Ferens. Osprey's going to try to take it away. Barrios back to McCoy. Little lefty boot out ahead of traffic, so he at least gets it out of into the middle third of the field. Threads the needle there. Takeaway by McCoy and the Ospreys. Upfield it goes to Martinez. Martinez looking for Dyer. Dyer trying to run downfield and catch up to it. Almost gets something there on the clear by the keeper. But now this sets up possible opportunity for a storm counter. Kalunga, who scored early in the game on the penalty kick. McCoy dishes off for Barrios. Quick little one-touch glance. Kubo stepping in front of it. Get out of bounds. That'll allow the Ospreys to set up on it defensively. Kind of wilder, weirder looking throws I think I've seen in some time. It's not a, by the time you get to this level, it's not every day now you see a violation on a illegal throw. Call goes against the Ospreys. Looks like we have a man down for the Storm. It looks like Alex Ferens looking to come off. Maybe might be cramping up or might have some kind of hamstring issue. You into cornhole? Khalil saying, yeah, you know. Well, here's a thought. Cornhole players, get ready for the Southern Oregon Sports Commission's 2022 Cornhole Classic. That might be one game left I can still play. October 8th and 9th at the Expo's Olsred Arena. $6,000 purse is up for grabs with entry fees just $100 per team and 12 games guaranteed. Go to travelmedford.org to get in the game. Yeah, that's one of those sports like in recent years. Pickleball's also come on and kind of an opportunity. Maybe you go win some cool hard cash. Header there by McCoy. Martinez. And then McCoy there trying to get the steal from Rice. He'll go ahead and cross it. Looking for Martinez inside. Ball a little bit behind him. Now Fletcher over on the other side of the field. Going to try to limit the designs of the Storm to try to counter. They're breaking it up. Good play there by Kubo. He's had a good, strong defensive effort today. Dyer trying to run in there and gum up the works against Chemeketa. They're going to work it wide right over for Rice. Going to try to feed it in the corner, but Barrios trying to chase it down. With the flag straight out. Offside the call. Goal kick for the Ospreys. Rodriguez saying, get down there. I think I can spit farther than that. McCoy can't quite get his head on that. Try to fight for the play there. Little battle going on with Rice. The Storm. There is Rodriguez. Pop-up kick. Barbosa up the field it goes. Martinez trying to run past his man. Brinkerhoff trying to come in on it. Takeaway by Barrios. Nice play defensively for the Ospreys. Showing off a little fancy footwork. Martinez there. And they'll dish it off right side. I believe that's Dyer over there. Yeah, it is. Number 23. Maybe a little too much clutch and grab for the officials' liking. 62 minutes into the match. Ospreys go up 2-1 on a goal by Gabe Dyer. Trying to feed it upfield for Rice. Rice can cover a lot of ground, and his kick over toward the center area, taken there by Rodriguez. Upfield he goes for McCoy. McCoy up the left wing. He's looking for Martinez, who had his jersey grabbed. See, I think they're going to go ahead and call that one there, but if you ask me, the foul came earlier than that. So it'll be a free kick for the Ospreys. They've got some big-footed options. And what we've seen today is Kubo can get a good leg on it. So can Mendez. And then McCoy, who also had a brief turn as a place kicker for the Challengers football team a couple of years back, gets an opportunity here. McCoy motioning to the official. I think he's wanting to make sure he's got all that 10 yards of separation. Some will ask for it, some won't. About 20 yards out. I get everything all set up. Sometimes on a free kick, sometimes you'll just go ahead and say, let's get this over with and get it done. But McCoy, his shot, just a little wide right of the near post. Storm dodging a little danger there, and now they've got it. Looking for the equalizer. Up it goes to Rice. Rice feeds it inside, a little foot race there. Now there's Rice again, and that man has been all over the place, but Barrios clears it out of the way. A little bit of contact there. And that'll be Storm corner kick. Diodon Colongo. And my apologies if I'm mispronouncing that. Ospreys deflect it. And again, this had been one of their trouble spots early in the season. But there, Brinkerhoff contesting for it. There's really not a ton of height on this Osprey team. But then they've got some athletic guys that can make plays, and that's also where positioning, like rebounding in basketball, becomes important. Dyer going to dish it off, looking over for the man on his right wing, Dane Kubo. Battle there, and the Ospreys trying to win that one away. Some good 1v1 battles over there on the far side of the field. '67th minute. And there is, I believe that is, that's Dyer over there. Couldn't tell it was Dyer, who wears 23, or Salazar, who wears 28, who's in there. He's getting some extended minutes today. Kickoff target. The Ospreys tried to step in front of that. Barrios does a great job of getting back to his feet. Fletcher doing a good job of breaking that up. That'll end up going back to a Storm player. Tell that Storm intensity is picking up a little bit here, as they possibly have an opportunity to level the game up. Crossing pass. And off the head of Bernal. Over there is Braden Dallapozon. Martinez. Up the field it goes to McCoy. McCoy up the wing. McCoy looking to try to maybe cross it, but there to step in front of it is Gerard. About 22 minutes to go. Looks like we've got some substitutions getting ready to warm up and come into the game for the Ospreys. Believe I spot Alejandro Mickey Redondo in that group that's warming up over there. They'll kick it up the left wing. Kalunga running in on it. Barbosa tracking with them. Now they'll go to the middle of the field with it. Now for Rice. Rice. And there's Kalunga with his second goal of the game. And we're knotted up at 2 apiece. See if we caught that. Two-all match. Feed up the field. Kubo trying to run in on it. Substitutions in the match. Dyer's going to come out. We got Rodriguez back in the ball game. Barbosa there in on the battle. Rodriguez, but over the touchline it goes. And we've got, oh, this is not good. Never good. Have a little bit of scuffle going on the far sideline. Well, like I said, not being right there where you can hear what is being said. It is often what is being said that ends up being an issue. You see Coach Greg Millick over there trying to get his players' heads back in the game. Discussion between the lead official and the AR. And we'll see what the call ends up being here. All right, yeah, let's see here. Yeah, same one keeps coming up. Anyway, what it looked like what we had happening is we had Rodriguez fighting for the ball there on the extreme sideline. Looks like they're going to show a yellow card against the Storm. discussion continuing to go on. A lot of talk on the bench, and you could see one of the reserves saying something. Y'all hear Benal's trying to push him back and get him off the field. You see Giovanni Rodriguez talking things over with his players. Like I said, it looked like the point of origin. Yellow card shown the Ospreys. And, you know, this is the kind of thing, if this persists, that this is the kind of thing where they end up calling a match. But as we see now, this is where you kind of take a head count, just in case you missed a red card. Make sure you take account of the players involved. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So no red cards here. Nobody being sent off from what we can see. Here on the Storm side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. Again, let's double count that. There may have been a player sent off for the Storm. 1, okay, so we got 4 on the back line. Goalkeeper, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like I said, I'll double check that now. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this will definitely result in some stoppage time. So after the whistle, now play resuming. Up the field it goes to Barrios. He'll field it middle to Salazar. Now to McCoy. McCoy feeding for. Now they're looking toward the middle. Touch just a little bit heavy there for Randy Rodriguez. Now it looks like the Ospreys have their full complement of players. My apologies for the lack of quick math here. There are a lot of bodies to keep track of out there. Barrios. Nice kick back there. Taps it around, and Ospreys get the ball. Albert, up the field he goes. Looking for McCoy. And then also running up on it is Martinez. Martinez. But I believe, and maybe Khalil, you can check that double check for me, but I believe if you include the goalkeeper that the Storm is playing a man down. Which, of course, if somebody gets ejected from the match, then that's what happens. Mendez goes to the pitch. Foul called. Now over for McCoy. Surveys it. Brings it back. Little pitch and catch there by the back line for the Rogues. Long kick, and that's one of those that kind of hang up there in the air forever, and even the goalkeeper is like, gosh, I hope this doesn't end up being trouble for me. Barrios, now for Fletcher. Gio Rodriguez, the goalkeeper. About 12 minutes to go, plus a bunch of stoppage now. McCoy. Long kick upfield. Short hop by Villegas. Fletcher gets a noggin on it. Up for Brinkerhoff. Barrios trying to run back to the ball. Barrios looking toward the middle. You can tell he was looking for Randy Rodriguez there. Ball didn't quite get there. The Ospreys have defensive numbers. Little tumble there, but that just looked like incidental contact more than anything else there. Ball tapped around. Storm trying to get control here. Rodriguez up the sideline. Now toward the middle it goes. Bernal. Salazar there. Dished off. McCoy up the wing. Looking for a man. That's number 11 who's into the match for the Ospreys. In the ball game is Ricky Escobar. One of those attacking players. He's got it right now, wearing number 11. White throw. $80 minutes and change into the match. Whistle blows, and this one's going to end up going Chemeketa's way. Will contest for the ball. Barbosa. Whites gets ahead on it, but it's broken up by the Storm. Barrios tries to get a play on it, and there's Rice, Mr. Everywhere for Chemeketa. Tie match. Mendez with the near steal there. Up the field it goes to McCoy. McCoy. Stumbles over it and a little push and shove there. Foul called against Chemeketa. Fletcher gets rid of it quickly for Brinkerhoff. Looking upfield, he has Escobar. Here's off for Rodriguez. Kubo trying to look inside, but it is deflected away. Mauricio Bernal. Substitution in the match. Bryce McColl will go ahead and resume play at his left wing spot. McCoy will come out of the match. Get some rested legs there in the match as the Ospreys look to go up. It'll be Osprey throw when they resume play. Randy Rodriguez in the corner. Brinkerhoff gets there in time. He'll go ahead and kick it, but it is deflected away defensively by Chemeketa. Feed into McColl. But Mendez there to break it up for the Ospreys. Kubo. He'll settle it. Yep, they're going to call foul against Rogue. Downfield it goes. Barrios trying to run in on it. Out of bounds it'll go. Rice with the throw for Chemeketa. But there to break it up is Bryce. McColl up the field he goes for Escobar. Escobar on the left wing. Looking for help. He's going to bring it back out. Looking toward the middle. Mendez trying to call for it. Now they'll switch it across. Barbosa. Loops a high kick in there. Ball's loose there. And trying to run in on it is Salazar. Ball kicked back. Now Barbosa. Little header there. McColl gets it away, but getting it right back is Yahir Bernal. Working it back. Brinkerhoff trying to contest it. There with a deflection is Reese Fletcher to McColl. Now Escobar, around the horn it goes. Kubo. Brinkerhoff looking middle there, but it is broken up. Reese Fletcher. Probably a smart move right there just to deflect it out. With Rice. Looks like we've got Victor Martinez getting ready to check back into the match for the Ospreys. Leading scorer on the team with 3 on the season. Like I said, scoring has come from a multitude of sources in this season. Not particularly high numbers, but Victor the lead among them. But Herrera scored today. So did Gabe Dyer. Escobar has scored on the season. Bryce McColl on a penalty kick last week. And then Johnny McCoy against Spokane. So again, they've got guys that can score, and looking for one more at this point. Bryce McCole. Ball tipped away. Kicking it away, Caden Davis. And again, remember that the Storm playing with a man down here after we had a big scuffle at midfield. Mendez dishes off. And there is Martinez with it. He's going to kick it. Just wide of the post. Here with about a minute and a half plus stoppage time. Back into the ball game, Martinez. Salazar giving Greg Millick some good minutes today. Official not liking the contact there. Osprey's on the attack. Trying to look for Martinez. Ball's popped around. Rice there. Brinkerhoff going to come there to provide some opposition to it. Barrios. Now Kubo. Kubo loses his footing for a moment. That provides opportunity for the Storm to step into it. Little 1v1 battle going there. Randy Rodriguez with it. He's down the wing, and breaking up that pass attempt is Gerard. Storm get there defensively. Now to Escobar. Escobar, that one's deflected away. Rice is there. No call there. Now Rice going to try to make a run up the field. Barria's trying to get back as quickly as he can. There to try to stop it is Fletcher. Spin there, and Fletcher clears it away. Up the pitch it goes to McCole. McCole, Brinkerhoff back to McCole. Looking downfield. Little slide tackle action there by Gerard. Now we're in stoppage time. That one booted away. And it'll be a goal kick for the Storm. Villegas. To Bryce McCole. Up the field to Fletcher. Fletcher runs on it before it goes over the touchline. Kick deflected away. Back there is Nathaniel Gerard. Throw in, McCole. Of course, Martinez gives away a little bit of height there, so it's always hard to try to win those balls and out of the air in traffic. Ball's tipped around. And coming away with it We don't have a number 6 on our roster. The Ospreys get a look. McCall tries to control it. Broken up. Cleared away. Back there's Fletcher. Fletcher, a little pop-up kick to Brinkerhoff. Barrios. Now to Bryce McCall. And he gets tangled up with Rice. Now it'll be Osprey throw. Zach Olson, who's in the match, has it right at midfield. Kubo, his pass broken up. Slipping and sliding on the field. Nice slide tackle work there by Reese Fletcher. Ball deflected. Escobar trying to fight for it along with Gerard, whose number we've called a lot of late. They're going to try to little lead pass in the middle. Martinez with it. He'll run it down. And it'll be a corner kick. Martinez wasting no time setting it up. Olsen going to try to run in on it. And we got a little bit of a foul there, a little tangle up there. And they'll show Olsen the yellow card. So opportunity for the Storm. Of course, one of the things I'm doing is continually keeping my eyes on where Mr. Rice is out here on the far wing. He'll get up that head of steam going, and he'll be dangerous. Got a couple of fans jawing at each other from each side. Attempt by the Storm. Kalongo back there. McCall going to try to win it. Brinkerhoff has it now. It is broken up by number 6 for the Storm. McCall has it now. Now to Brinkerhoff. Brinkerhoff crosses it over for Mendez. Mendez going to try to run it down. He keeps possession of it. Tries to center it. Brinkerhoff now for Escobar over in the corner. Vegas does a nice job of smothering it there. Vegas. Fletcher there. Kubo, way upfield it goes. McCall wins it. Kubo looking center. It'll be a goal kick. Vegas. There's Fletcher. Over for Kubo, who has to field a tricky bounce. Now it goes upfield for Martinez. Martinez trying to come on to it. Ball's tipped around. Fletcher. And we have a foul called against Olson and the Ospreys. So we're well into stoppage time. Well, we don't have the benefit of since we don't have the little red clocks that they show in the pros. We can only guess, not very effectively, about how far we're in and how much time there is left in the match. It remains knotted up at 2. On the free kick. A couple of players falling to the turf like bowling pins. Now it gets clear. Mendez looking upfield. Sees Rodriguez to McCole. And the ball comes loose. There's Barrios. And that will be the match. So that will bring to an end to the match where it is another draw for the Rogue Ospreys squaring off today against the Chemeketa Storm. Chemeketa now picks up their first point in league play as we look at the standings. And now the Ospreys, though they haven't been beaten yet in league play, it is another draw. That will bring an end to today's match where your final score, well, let's go ahead and recap real quickly. Isaac Herrera ended up putting the Rogues on the board first. First minute of the match, he ends up running down the right wing and knocking it home to give the Ospreys the early 1-0 lead. And then after a penalty kick was converted by the Storm's Jonathan Kalunga, it would knot the match up at 1-1. Then in the second half, Gabe Dyer, the Rex Putnam product, gives the Ospreys a 2-1 lead. Then about midway through the second half, Kalunga would end up knocking one into the back of the net, and that would knot up the game at 2 apiece. Well, that'll wrap up today's match. We thank you for joining us today. We can see right now and the Ospreys coming out, running out to show their appreciation for the fans that have come out to cheer them on today. Again, draws are not satisfying, yet nonetheless, picking up 1 point is better than no points. The Ospreys will next be in action on Wednesday as they take on a Southwestern Oregon team that has really made a lot of noise here early on in the season. So they'll try their hand and see if they can't grab some success against the team from the Coos Bay area. And then their next action at home will be coming up on Saturday. And we'll be bringing that for you here at TableRockSports.net. You know, I'm going to double check that. I know it's a road match, but for the sake of accuracy, make sure. One thing I can tell you, one of the things I'm really looking forward to is coming up next Friday and Saturday. We will be bringing you Rogue Community College volleyball. And we get our chance to take a look at a women's team that's in action as we speak. And look forward to bringing that your way. So, yeah, upcoming matches for the Ospreys. They'll be in Coos Bay on Wednesday for a 1 o'clock match. And then they have another road match as they rematch with Lane Community College a week from Saturday, and that's a 12 o'clock match. Our next broadcast will feature the Ospreys taking on Portland Community College, and that'll be coming up on Wednesday the 28th. Did you get all that? You'll be quizzed on it later. Well, I thank you for joining us today. And for you Storm fans that have been listening and watching, you got a team that battles hard, and today saw some good things from them. It's got to be a good feeling for them to put a couple of goals in the back of the net today and get that aspect of it going. So that'll wrap up things from here. For my cameraman, Khalil Campbell, I'm Jim McCoy. Thank you for joining us, and have a great weekend.